Welcome, friends. Today we're going to read a story called The Seeds of Friendship. Written by Michael Foreman. Adam loved his new home. It was high in a tall tower in the city. It was exciting. He was living in the sky. But Adam missed the faraway place where he used to live. Every evening he asked his mom and dad to read him stories that brought back memories of their old home. Adam drew pictures to go with the stories and pinned them on his bedroom wall. But when he looked from his bedroom window, he saw a very different picture. He saw a cold, gray world. It seemed so empty, too. Sometimes he saw children playing far below in the shadows of the buildings, but he was too shy to go down and say hello. Then one morning, Adam couldn't see out of his window at all. The glass was frosted over, and the icy patterns reminded Adam of a frozen forest. With his finger, Adam drew animals to live there. When his window forest was full, he ran to the next window, and the next, until everyone was full. That night, Adam saw snow for the first time. In the morning, the dark gray world was gone. It was a white wonderland. Adam rushed downstairs and out into the snow. It was so cold. Some children were building a snowman. Adam touched the snow. It was light and wet and cold all at once. He started to build a snow elephant. "That's a bit small for an elephant," one of the children said with a laugh. "Let's make a big one." Then they threw a snowball at him. Adam laughed. So they all worked together to build the biggest elephant they could. When they had finished, Adam started to make a snow hippo. The other children copied him, and soon there were snow rhinos and lions, a snow crocodile, and a snow camel too. By supper time, the snowman was in charge of a whole snow zoo. A few days later, when the snowy world had melted, it was time for Adam to start at his new school. He was pleased to see that some of his new friends were there. They showed him around. Adam's favorite place was a small garden. It was a wonderful splash of green in the gray playground. Adam's teacher gave him some seeds from the garden to take home. He gave them to his mom. Now, Adam no longer sees a gray world. He sees a city of gardens. And he knows that each season will bring its own wonders and colors, and that the seeds of friendship will never die. What a lovely story that is. So if you haven't already watched some of our other videos on starting a garden and planting seeds, make sure that you do. And if you decide to plant any seeds or vegetables or flowers, I would sure love to see pictures of your garden. Let's go outside and see how our garden is growing. So we're looking through our garden today to see if there's anything ready to harvest, and also to give our plants some water.
So here is a strawberry. You can see it's completely red and pretty big. Strawberries are the type of plant where you kind of want to go right to where the strawberry ends and just pick it off. But for lettuce and cilantro, you always want to go to the base of it. So that would be here and pick it off.
Do you notice that strawberries have their seeds on the outside of the fruit? Some fruits have seeds on the inside, like tomatoes, but this strawberry has it on the outside. Adele, would you like to taste the first strawberry plant?
Yes. It's really sweet.
Is it good?
Yeah.
All right, as you can see, we've got another one here that is not quite ready, almost ready. It's getting red. And we've got another green one growing. And we also have another green one growing on this plant. You can start to see the seeds are getting red here. You see that? But these strawberry plants are looking nice and healthy. Let's look at some other plants. All right, it looks like there are some sage leaves that we can harvest. So Adele's gonna bring over the colander and we will put a few of the sage leaves in there. I'm also looking for those pesky little inchworms, and if we find them, I have a solution of Castile soap and water so that we're not putting chemicals on here, but we are detracting them. And you can see all our little leaves here that are starting, all our little sage leaves that are starting to grow. We'll take out these too. See all those little sage leaves and how they're starting to grow? I'm going to take this one, make sure there are no little inchworms. All right. Oh, this basil. They really like the basil. I'm going to spray. I'm going to show you how to spray these so that it detracts the inchworm. Wow.
Wait, can I say something?
They really, yes.
By taking off the larger leaves of the sage, it allows the smaller ones to grow bigger.
Yep, so all these little ones, the energy will go towards growing these bigger. All right, let's keep looking. Okay, for those of you who are in class with me and are nearby, I'm going to be harvesting some parsley and some lettuce leaves soon. If you would like some, please let me know in the comments. And every time I do a harvest, depending on how much I get, I will deliver to 1 or 2 students. And I'll just do that throughout the year as we get a good harvest. So let's give some water to our plants. The lettuce leaves generally don't get eaten by the inchworms. Usually it's our Brussels sprouts and broccoli. So how are your tomato seeds growing? As you can see, ours have just started to sprout. They're really tiny still. And this was just the tomato that we cut in half and stuck in the soil. You can see my other one right over here. These are a little taller. See that? So we'll let them grow bigger, and then we will need to plant them in separate pots because they're really close together. But for now, let's give them some water. Remember to water your plants. All right, as you can see here, this is where our cabbage and Anaheim hot pepper, and then these are all cabbage and Brussels sprouts and broccoli. And these little inchworms just love to eat the leaves. So I'm gonna go through and thoroughly check each of these. Oh, here we go. We found one. See, you even have to check the ones. I tend to always start with the ones that have a hole, but look, this has no hole. Well, a little bit was eaten here, I guess, but here it is. Here is the inchworm. I'm going to grab it and show you a little closer. There it is. That is the culprit, you guys. That's the culprit. That is what is eating our vegetables. You see that? You see that little guy? Yep. That's what's doing it. Let's look for more and make sure, because if we don't pick these off every single day, we will not have a crop left. And I would love to see, I've never grown Brussels sprouts or broccoli, and I would love to see us get some. So I'm just gonna check all these little leaves just to make sure. And then we'll spray our soap solution. They are, as my gardening friend Anna said, they are voracious eaters. That means they eat a lot. A lot. I gotta find this inchworm. I don't know if it was the one that we already found, but I have a feeling there's more than one doing this much damage. If this is happening to your plants, leave a comment below. Let me know what you're doing, if anything, about little pests getting to your vegetables and fruits.